Now let us call for our method. Let us write the code for our example. First of all, let me create, where is it? Let me create a file that will called, let's call text maximum. Okay. Here I have a document. It will be called testing maximum. Methods maximum.java. Okay. Now we have our folder that's called a method maximum element here. First of all, you can create your method before the main method or after the main method. It doesn't have any problem. Let us create here public, our main class, public class method maximum. Now let us create here our main method, public static void main string args. Now your method you will define in the same class, but before the main method or after the main method. Here let us create our method, public static. Now we must write the type of the variable that it returns. As we remember, it were returning the integer, and it was called a maximum. And as a formal parameters, it had two parameters like integer num1 and integer num2. Now here after curly brackets we write what does our method do. First of all, it creates some integer result, if I was remembering right, which was equal to 0. Or you may not create any integer, but directly give the result. If, for example, you can directly check if your number 1 is greater than number 2, then your result will be equal to number 1. It means that number 1 is maximum, or else your result will be number 2. What will be if they are equal? If they are equal, it will return number 2. And now we will say that return result. It means that it will return one of their number, even or it's number 1 or it's number 2. Now here, for example, if I have some two integers like integer a, which is equal to 5, integer b, which is equal to 7, and now I want to call this method like system out println the maximum of numbers A and B is here is, now we will call our method that's called maximum. We'll write here max and put here two our variables like A and B. Now let us compile it. Let's first of all save it. Now let us compile it. It was method how it's called, how method max.java. Okay, it says everything's good. Now when we will run our code, it will say that the maximum of numbers 5 and 7 is 7. Here we used two numbers that we gave from our from our code. To make it more useful program, we can use scanner, import java util scanner, and here you can create an object of the class scanner. Scan is equal to new scanner system in, and you will enter the values of this number. Scan next int, and here will be also scan next int, and we will ask to enter two numbers. System out print ln enter two numbers to compare. Okay, and our program becomes more useful, more how to say beautiful. Like it will ask enter two numbers. I will enter 5 and 78 for example, and it says that maximum number of 5 and 78 is 78.